So it's actually quite late today. I was kind of busy with school stuff and whatnot, and yeah, I was all over the place today, so I doubt I'll get much work done. What is it, day 71 already? Geez. Yeah. So not another not good, not great day. But yeah, I'll just get to whatever I need to get to. Something. I was thinking maybe I should have a little break today because I have a bit of a headache and whatnot, but I'll write like a sentence or two and then I'll get back to you. Yeah, I was just generally thinking about some. I was thinking more of just like in terms of theory and like just trying to get the narrative to to a place where I can wrap it up neatly. I was thinking, it's getting to a point where I just really need to think of how to wrap this chapter up, other than like the scene I've had planned for a long time. I think maybe, yeah, just this scene in between is kind of difficult, so that's what I'm trying to wrap up for this chapter. And then also in terms of the end of the book, because I've been actually thinking a lot about the beginning of the next book, because that chapter is going to be extremely long, because it's going to be split up into 5 different sections. It's actually going to be kind of like its own little short story to begin the book, because it's going to be this very climactic beginning to a very climactic ending. So yeah. So I'll just show you the word count we're starting with today, and other than that, let's just get the work done, and that's it for today. There you go. Added a couple words to another chapter just because I needed to make something clear. I just forgot about a particular character. There we have it, 3:58. So yeah, I'm just tired, man. I'm just tired. It's been left and right all day, every day, and yeah. Honestly, I've been cooking just like in this tiny, like on this desk, just sitting, floor gang out here, floor gang. But yeah, generally just thinking and shit. I'm pretty bored, outside of just doing all the necessary shit. But yeah, I'm just exhausted. I'm just exhausted. It's really getting to me, man. Just this moving shit. And I'd like a desk at least. That would be nice. I'm not made for sitting on the floor. Just my ass hurts after a while, and just my legs lose like fucking blood and all that. So they go numb pretty quick. But yeah, so it's school wise. Just did a little bit of school stuff too, right? Yeah, it was just a lot of it was like sorry, there you go. Yeah, a lot of it was just the general like introductory stuff. Nothing crazy, honestly. Less than I expected in terms of like just most of the courses are just not that there's not that much, not as much as I would have expected from like the final semester. But yeah, the programs like shut down, not like entirely, just like it's been suspended, if not pretty much like permanently suspended. So yeah. But I've been thinking a lot about like premises recently too, because that's one of the things. Like I'm just sitting on the bed, my butt hurt. Ooh. I've been thinking about like premises that I've been wanting to work on, which also made me think of what's the word? What's the word I'm thinking of? See, you can see how tired I am. Like, it's just, I'm a little burned out from just, all this crazy shit happening. Not from writing necessarily. It's fun for me. But like, I just get so tired, and then I can't write more. So my mind, it's not even my mind's tired, but it's just my head hurts. My mind hurts. Fuck. But what's the word I'm looking for? This is so dumb. What am I thinking about? Just whatever. Let's say premises, right? Like, fuck. I'm so pissed off. Like, right, that pissed me off. Because I forgot. Prompts. Fucking prompts. The premise, obviously, is a basis idea. A prompt is also an idea, but like to get you thinking rather than like straight up being an idea for like a larger story or whatever. A prompt is just to get you thinking. Small, so yeah, I was thinking about that because we have to do that every creative writing class we have, which we have about one per year essentially, sometimes two at most. I think last year we had two, which was nice, but that was only because it was technically just one semester after the other, but it was 2 separate years, if you know what I mean. So that's, so that means this year, I think, this year, the first semester and then this semester. But yeah, so I was just thinking about those because like there's a lot of good stuff to get you thinking, but I feel like a lot of prompts that I've seen are like kind of boring. They're just not very stimulating. They're very formulaic, as you could call it. Like, I don't know, just what I learned in my pedagogy class, and no hate or anything towards the idea, but my prof said, as a creative writing teacher, you have like these prompts set up in your head. Like you just have a million prompts to like extract, and then you can, give students like an idea of what they should be doing. But for the majority of it, it's not actually prompts they make up. It's prompts that they literally just find online. Or I guess they used to get them from somewhere else, like some, journal, maybe like a magazine or something they subscribe to. I don't know, generally books wouldn't have prompts, but maybe like a specific, like, textbook perhaps. But either way, like, nowadays it's mostly just online, and I feel like that's kind of a shame because when I do go online for prompts, they tend to be just very boring. Like, let me just prove this real quick. All right, let me just go on here. Sorry, it's just a bit awkward. So we go on like Think Written 365 creative writing prompts. All right, so I go to the first one. So this is outside the window. What's the weather outside your window doing right now? If it's not inspiring, what's the weather like somewhere you wish you could be? Not very stimulating. Like, what's the weather outside my window? Right now it's snowy, right? But it doesn't actually give you any more to work with. So yeah, you have to be very creative, but like if you're just starting off, let's say, you might not connect a bunch of things. You need some more inspiration, some more encouragement, right? So me right now, like thinking of like a snowy night, there's a lot I could do with that. But yeah, I've already used that in stories actually several times, right? But it's just not, it's not very creative, if you would call it. Here's another one. The unrequited love poem. How do you feel when you love someone who does not love you back? So cliche, so cliche. So like, there's a million love songs or love poems about this already. Give me something crazy. Um, Here's another one. The Vessel. Write about a ship or other vehicle that can take you somewhere different from where you are now. Did I say vessel again, or did I say vehicle? I don't know. But yeah, that's another one where like it's a lack of specificity. It's very vague, and I don't think that actually helps beginners. I think giving them some more parameters might help. This might be it's just they're not particularly crazy, but let's go like way down. Let's go way down. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt, right? So okay, 178. Jury duty. Write a short story or poem that takes place in a courtroom. That's like the most fucking like. Come on, I could. No hate, no hate, but like it's just not interesting. It's just not interesting for me. So, yeah, I proved it right there, right? You go online, there's not much, and maybe hey, that's just a website where it's just not particularly inspired. But I would say just dead ass. Make your own prompts, and then yeah, literally, right? It's just, but I don't mean make one prompt and then make the story, because that's lame. That's just coming up with a story on the spot. You don't need a prompt. What I mean is come up with like 100 prompts yourself, write them down, and forget about them. And then get back to them. Well, forget about them. Leave them on a document where you can find them again. And just forget about the list generally in terms of like specifically what you wrote down. Get back to it and just write something. And I feel like that might help you more. Yeah. You'd be surprised what your own brain can do. So, yeah. That's something I have to do for my creative writing pedagogy class. The problem actually that I noticed with it already is that you have to create, or no, you just have to compile 15 prompts, but most of them don't have to actually be your own. Like you don't have to come up with them. It says some can be your own or should be your own, but that's like, why not all? I feel like just like browsing the internet for prompts is just not a very creative thing to do. So yeah, I would say prompts are super interesting. Yeah, just create a bunch of prompts, premises for stories, kind of let them sit for a minute, and then you'll see, yeah, you could come up with some really cool stuff. But add some like particular parameters, or make it even contradictory, so could make it complex. Challenge yourself. There's like that one book, there's a whole book that was written without the letter E, for example. That's a challenge, right? That's like a technical challenge. It's a, but you could also challenge yourself in terms of structure, like don't follow the typical like 3-act structure, perhaps, or don't follow the beginning, middle, end in terms of like, or the inciting incident, rising action, climax, that kind of structure. Make up your own thing, right? I don't know. Yeah, just go crazy. And yeah, it's fun. You got to think out of the box. Think about things you've never considered before, and I think that could help a lot. Yeah. But that's it. I was just thinking about that today, honestly, because I was trying to challenge myself a little bit when I did have time. But other than that, yeah, I didn't have much time for actual writing. I was just procrastinating because I wasn't sure what to do in this scene. But I got to a pretty decent point. I think now I'm ready to end the chapter tomorrow. We'll see. I think that's a possibility. Yeah. So I'll see you tomorrow, and Yeah, let's have fun.